Like now, the world was in a rather miserable shape. Violence everywhere, corruption commonplace, perversion, stealing, lying. God saw how bad it was and decided to destroy the inhabitants of the earth. In the midst of this dismal plight, God saw hope, though. In Noah, he and his family would be preserved. Noah was a good man, righteous, blameless, a man of integrity with a continuous relationship with God. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now, Noah's divine approval does not imply perfection. It indicates that those things that God sought in a man were present in Noah. Noah was not afraid to stand alone. In a world of evil, he stood for God. For modern-day Christians, we face the pressure to fit into corporate cultures, even if that culture is corrupt.
Fargo has fired 5,300 employees related to a ghost bank account scandal. On Thursday,
we must be team players, even if it means passing off lies for the truth. We must close our eyes in order to be promoted, even if it means ignoring greed and amoral company values.
Oscar Munoz reversed course on Tuesday.
Like Noah, we must walk obedient with God even when no one else is walking with us. Knowing the type of devastating storm that he was about to cause, because of his faith, God warned Noah, giving him specific instructions. He asked him to build a ship, an ark, from teak wood, coating it with pitch from the inside and out, making it waterproof. The ark was to be 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. Built with a roof for it, it was to have windows that were 18 inches from the top, and we were to put on doors on the side of the ship, and the ship was to have 3 decks, a lower, a middle, and an upper deck. God did not conceal his purpose from Noah. God revealed his determination to destroy the wicked civilization of that day and to preserve Noah and his family. To Noah, it was revealed that the destruction would come through a flood and that salvation for him and his family would be by means of the ark. Again, Noah was not afraid to be different. Over the years, he built this ark while the land and sky were dry with no floodwaters. A ship that was 1.5 football fields long. It would take days of water and flooding to make this ark float. But Noah followed God's word and faced the ridicule. Noah was to take 2 of each living creatures, male and female, mammals, reptiles, and birds on board the ship to preserve their species. This was not going to be a 2-hour cruise, so Noah was to gather and store food needed for each of those creatures and people on board the ship. Given the enormous task, Noah did everything God commanded him to do. Twice we are told that Noah did according to all that the Lord had commanded him. Noah is an example of the courage to be different, to walk out of step with a world that is wrong. Walking with God begins and only continues through faith in God's word. Remember, by faith, Noah was warned by God about the things yet not seen. If we do not consistently spend time alone with God in his word and in praying, we will not have a relationship with God. If you don't have a walk with God, you will not be able to stand alone as Noah did. None of us will. It takes constant reinforcement and study for us not to be comfortable going along with the crowd and following the evil that continues to present glittering temptations in today's world. Walking with God requires complete obedience to God's word. If we don't consistently spend time with God in his word and in prayer, we will not have a walk with God. Walking with God requires perseverance. It's not too difficult to live a Christian life for a few months, even a few years, but it's another matter to walk with God through the years in spite of trials and hardships and ridicule, seeing others advance because they're willing to do things that your conviction, your beliefs will not allow you to do. When you begin to question your decision about your faith path, when doubt creeps in, remember the eternal hope found in God. That's the lesson for this week. Have a great week. Bye.